Roadrunners. I have another book that I'd like to share with you guys, and hopefully this is one that some of you guys have read before or read last year. It's called The Wishtree, and it's from Katherine Applegate. She is the same author that wrote The One and Only Ivan. So if you've heard of that book or seen any of that, this is the same author. And it was one of our Bluebonnet winners. I know it's kind of hard to see the years, but 2019 through 2020. So if you're ever looking for a good book to read in the library, if it's got a Bluebonnet sticker in it, it means it's won awards here in Texas. So here it is, The Wishtree. And I'm actually going to read the first 2 chapters again because they're pretty short, but that's great because it makes the whole book move at a really fast pace. Okay, Wishtree. And this book actually starts with the poem that I'm going to read to you. And it says, "Be different to trees. The talking oak to the ancient spoke, but any tree will talk to me. What truths I know, I garnered so. But those who want to talk and tell, and those who will not listeners be, will never hear a single syllable from out the lips of any tree." Chapter 1. It's hard to talk to trees. We're not big on chit-chat. That's not to say we can't do amazing things you'll probably never do. Cradle downy owlets, steady flimsy tree forts, photosynthesize. But talk to people? Not so much. And just try to get a tree to tell a good joke. Trees do talk to some folks, the ones we can trust. We talk to daredevil squirrels. We talk to hardworking worms. We talk to flashy butterflies and bashful moths. Birds? They're delightful. Frogs? Grumpy but good-hearted. Snakes? Terrible gossips. Trees? Never met a tree I didn't like. Well, okay, there's that sycamore down at the corner, yakety yakety yak, that one. So, do we ever talk to people? Actually talk? That most people-y of people skills? Good question. Trees have a rather complicated relationship with people after all. One minute you're hugging us, the next minute you're turning us into tables and tongue depressors. Perhaps you're wondering why the fact that trees talk wasn't covered in science class during those Mother Nature is our friend lessons. Don't blame your teachers. They probably don't know that trees can talk. Most people don't. Nonetheless, if you find yourself standing near a particularly friendly-looking tree on a particularly lucky-feeling day, it can't hurt to listen up. Trees can't tell jokes, but we can certainly tell stories. And if all you hear is the whisper of leaves, don't worry. Most of us are introverts at heart. Chapter 2. Name's Red, by the way. Maybe we've met? Oak tree near the elementary school. Big, but not too. Sweet shade in the summer, fine color in the fall. I'm proud to say that I'm a northern red oak, also known as Quercus rubra. Red oaks are one of the most common trees in North America. In my neighborhood alone, hundreds upon hundreds of us are weaving our roots into the soil like knitters on a mission. I have rigid, reddish-gray bark, leathery leaves with pointed lobes, stubborn, searching roots, and if I do say so myself, the best fall color on the street. Red doesn't begin to do me justice. Come October, I look like I'm ablaze. It's a miracle the fire department doesn't try to hose me down every autumn. You might be surprised to learn that all red oaks are named Red. Likewise, all sugar maples are called sugar, all junipers are called juniper, and all boojum trees are called boojum. That's how it is in the tree world. We don't need names to tell each other apart. Imagine a classroom where every child is named Melvin. Imagine the poor teacher trying to take attendance each morning. It's a good thing trees don't go to school. Of course, there are exceptions to the name rule. Somewhere in Los Angeles, there's a palm tree who insists on being called Karma, but you know how Californians can be. Okay, There you go. Those are the first two chapters of the Wishtree. So if you're intrigued about why this tree has decided to break its code of silence and actually start talking, then come look for this book in the library. It's a great one to read. All right, Roadrunners, thank you for listening. I'll see you soon.